Coming in at 97%. Nubby's Number Factory, everybody. Overwhelmingly positive on Steam. People are loving this. Very retro, very vaporwave. Epilepsy warning, watch out. Let's jump into this thing. So, this looks weird. Bear with me on this one. I mean, Tony, you look great. Hello, my name is Tony, the standard Nubby experience. This is my supervisor, Tony. It's like Peggle. The first round, we have to hit a target of 8 numbers here. We also have 5 lives. We got it. This little meter over here fills up and it tells you we met that goal once. So we get 1 life back per times 1 filled in this bar. We get 1 gold per times 1. All the empty spaces will be filled with new nubs, and then numbers that are matching will then combine. So a bunch of the 2s combine to make 4s. If I don't like the layout of the map, I can go ahead and shuffle it once per life, hit the 2, and then hopefully bounce to the left and spend more time on the left. Yes. Oh, you shot right through, but I did get it. We have an 8 in there, a couple of 8s. If I hit both of those 8s, we're almost to the goal already. Get a times 2 in there? We got a times 2. Can I get a times 3? I got a times 3. There's a shop coming up. You can see in this little timeline here. We'll hit that 32. Well, that was the worst shot I think I've ever seen in my life. Try it again. I got my times 1 without even touching the 32. All right, we're here at the Nubby Mart. This one's on fire because it's rare. I don't have 10 Gs though, I got 9 Gs. We can spend 5 Gs to get another item slot. We don't really need that yet. We can re-roll and then we can finish here. There's also this freezy button. I could drag the squid to the freezy button and freeze them in place in the shop. I am gonna go for this dancing dino. Every time that Nubby bounces, there is a 60% chance to do nothing, 20% chance to double 1 random peg, and 20% chance to have 1 random peg. Could be good, could be bad. Let's buy him. I like his dance. That's the main thing here. So every single time it bounces off the wall or off of a nub, there's a chance that something will happen. And I hope that we get the doubling, not the halving. We got a lot of halving there. You never know if the odds are gonna be in your favor, but the cool thing with this is you can kind of scrape along and just barely meet your goal on most of the rounds. But if you have that 1 round that really pops off and you're really lucky and you get it times 10, that makes up for all the rest of it, I would say. Special round, with this question mark here. Sneaky snipers. Ghillie peg. This peg will pop the highest number peg when popped, will not pop itself. So if I shoot the 4 over there, if I was able to, it would then pop the 32 instead. Got a reroll on that. Yeah. Can't reroll again, so go. Do your oh, that's horrible. That was just the worst. That was the worst round I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Pop the ghillie pegs. Much better. We got times 3 there. So essentially we're hoping to be lucky enough that our dancing dino will double our highest peg. Everything kind of centers around the highest peg, right? Let's just say that I shot the ball and I just lived over here with these 4s and it went and it hit every single one of them and popped all of them completely. Still would not get us to our total. So we kind of have to hit the high pegs. But if at any point in time I double this 64 and then I hit that peg, we've already met the quota. So once again, dancing dino could really seal the deal here. You got loot. The star, what is this? Oh, that's right. We can fit extra passives. The House of Cards perk. 15 pegs popped. I think popped just means that you touched it. If it needs you to pop them completely, it will specify that. If we just touch 15 pegs, it will force trigger all X pegs popped items. This is a Nubby bounces trigger, so that would not work for us currently. Ray gun perk, peg fully popped, so all the way. 25% chance to force trigger the item in slot number 3. So whatever is here, trigger that whenever we fully pop a peg. Sure. Can I get the 64 higher up here? Go for the 32 maybe. We doubled, they had 2 64s down here, but I couldn't get to it. I'm losing. Not a good map here. What is this? Finger puppet. Nubby gives points equal to the number of times that Nubby has bounced this round. So the more Nubby bounces, the more we get. Sure. Plastic tree. Every 1.5 seconds halves the highest peg, doubles the lowest peg 2 times. That's kind of similar to the dancing dino a little bit. Don't have any more money though. Let's keep going. We're already at a times 3, times 5, 6. Bro, we got paid from finger puppet. And then I do that. Gold Rush, special round. Peg will give +1 coin when popped for the first time. Cool thing here is if we touch the peg and we get the money, but we fail the round, it will reset, but you keep the money. So you kind of want to actually farm the money and lose the round. Use your lives to farm cash, but we ended up winning anyways because I'm just too good at this game. The Gravitron, 6 pennies to play it, and I grabbed this black market key. One suspicious key. Special items you can get from the black market. Question marks is like a random item or perk. G is money. I'm good with the black market key. Thank you, bye. Oh my God, these are the worst shots ever. This game suffers from oh my God! Suffers from the same thing that Peglin suffers from, which is, really, really, really unsatisfying physics. However, I do like the shtick here with this game. I think that it's, oh my God. Cool idea, it's a really cool idea. I just think that this game crushes your soul a lot, so that's less cool. I'm on my last round still. If we fail, then the sun explodes. Can I get a ×5 here to get my life back? Oh, here we got the black market. Open it up. Jake the Snake, 1 in 2 chance, so 50% chance to double all pegs when the first peg is popped. These are all corrupted. Corrupted means that the item cannot be force triggered. Wingless Fly, when the first peg is popped, if the first peg popped is the highest numbered peg, multiply the total score by 2.5. Or Ouroboros, when the first peg is popped, emits 1 Ichor stream for every 10 times Nubby has died in this game. When a peg is hit by Ichor, pass round goal items and perks will trigger. I want to try it. On my last shot, I gotta hit 998 points here. And I can't force trigger this, so we would probably want to force trigger Finger Puppet. I don't know, there's not really a good option here. ×2. We have 2 lives. Ouch, you prick. This peg will kill Nubby and end the round when fully popped. Ugh, we don't want to fully pop that. I don't want to touch them at all if I can help it. Got loot. Force triggers all items in odd-numbered slots. If Nubby is still alive, 50% chance to force trigger the item in slot 3 when we pass the round goal. We'll do trophy perk. We're force triggering our 3rd slot a lot. We need to get something better in that 3rd slot. When's our next shop? Can I have one now, please? Got 22 monies coming up in the shop next. A lot of rare, that's what I like to see. Nose, pass round goal. A random peg will emit 3 snot shots that pop any pegs that pass through. Inflatable dolphin, Nubby dies. Summons a beach ball that emits 5 streams of confetti. Pegs popped by confetti give 125% of their number. Or squid, Nubby launched, mutates into the non-upgraded version of the item to the left of me. So I could put the squid, copy the Ouroboros, we'd have 2 Ouroboros. I'm thinking we want the pass round goal item because of our, when a peg hits by Ichor, pass round goal, and perks trigger Ouroboros, and then maybe 1 extra slot. And what's this? 1 ton of feathers, peg fully popped, pops the lowest numbered peg twice. That sounds kind of bad. I could get a reroll if I wanted to. Disguise glasses, highest number peg popped, pops 2 random pegs. Nah. Now we want to put this nose in the 3rd slot because we want to passively trigger that, and you'll see the snot shot coming through. Like that. Anything that snot shot is hitting is going to be popped. Special round, Moab, hydrogen bomb peg. When popped for the first time, this peg will trigger a mega explosion that pops all pegs once. Cool. The snot and it being triggered is just kind of pulling all the weight here. It's doing all the work for us. Gourmet perk. First peg popped, force triggers the item in slot number 7, 1 time for every 10 food items that you've consumed. So this is like something that will get better and better as we go. We don't even know what food is yet. That comes later. Should we try 2 Ouroboros? It says emits 1 Ichor stream for every 10 times Nubby has died, and it currently is going to emit 3. I don't know if this is going to copy the 3 or if this will start at 0 when it copies that item. It might start at 0, which means it won't work. Nope, it's at 3. Okay. Wow, we almost cleared the entire board because of it. That seems really good. If we can clear the entire board, we get a ×2 bonus. Nitro peg. Peg will explode, pop 8 pegs in a cross pattern. Blow it up. Oh, we almost got a full clear there. That's going to be really important. We want to get the full clears, please. Another squid is for sale. We could add the squid, copy the Ouroboros, and just go crazy. Raise them. The problem that we're facing right now is we're almost fully completing the entire board, still only getting ×1 of our goal. So it's like if you add up every single thing, every possible thing that we could get, we can't even get to a ×2. So we need something that will like multiply our score, something that will raise it higher. Psychic link. All psychic pegs will give points equal to their number when a psychic peg is popped. Okay, I want a psychic on a larger one. No, I wanted that psychic peg to be the 4,000. We are doing okay, but we do need to get more than ×1 per round if we are going to scale high enough to beat late game. If a peg is halved, all pegs will give points equal to double the number of the lowest peg. I don't know if I want that, because our lowest number peg is going to be like 1 or 2. We need something that gives us thousands of points right now. Every 5 peg popped summons 1 quill that falls from the sky. Yeah, it worked. Boss round. Husk peg. The peg will break after it's been popped for the first time. So I don't want that on my 4,000. Candle perk. If you've passed the round goal this round, force trigger the item in slot 5 twice, which is our squid. Oh, you can't force trigger Ouroboros. That wouldn't work. Go with the gourmet again. Let's get some food here. We need some money, though, to get food. Can't express how much we're not going to be able to succeed if I'm only getting ×1 per round. Say cheese. This peg gives points twice when popped. Put it on my 8,000? Yeah. Still only ×1 point. Cafe. So we got all of our slots unlocked. The slot plus button now becomes a door to the cafe where we can go in and buy food. And we have 2 gourmet perks. Force trigger the item in slot number 7, 1 time for every 10 food that you've consumed. We need to get a lot more food. Strawberry. Gain 1 coin for every strawberry eaten during this game. Lentil randomizes all items in your inventory. Good luck. I can't even afford it. I could sell something to do it and then just hope for the best. It's a D100 essentially, but no, I'm gonna go with the strawberry here. 3 coins for 1 back. There's gonna be 3 coins for 2 back. Eventually that will be paying us money. Hot dog dog. Gain 1 coin for each remaining life. That's 3 coins to get 4 back. Essentially just trying to maximize the amount of food that we eat for this gourmet perk. Popped it. ×2 bonus right there. Grabatron. So if I pay 6, I could grab one of these things and potentially get 10. 1 to 10 coins. We got 1 coin. Cool. Fun. That's a fun game that we played there. We're clearing the board though. This is good news. We need to do that every time. Another squid. Would I squid on a squid on a squid? Cafe first. I'm looking for the strawberries. I'm looking for the hot dog dogs. I'm not looking for kidney beans or chips. I'm gonna squid on my squid on my squid and do a triple Ouroboros. Boss round. I've been robbed. When fully popped, the item in slot number 2 will be sold. So we don't want to pop that. You put it on my highest peg, you jerk. And of course we popped it. Well, goodbye, finger puppet. You're dead now. More gourmet perk. I need to buy more food, man. We're almost to that 10 food consumed. Pretty consistently popping every peg on the board, though. This is nice. Yeah, it's working. Would I go for this? Eat all 3 of these just so that I can get my gourmet perk to finally do something? Or you know what I could do? I could just combine the squids. I forgot. So if I combine the squids together, it says it mutates into the upgraded version instead of the unupgraded version. I don't know what upgraded Ouroboros is. We should do that. Totally forgot about upgrading these things. So if I upgrade the cactus right now, instead of summoning 1 quill, it'll summon 2 quills. 10% chance to summon an additional 3rd. Show me what you got upgraded Ouroboros. Emits 1 Ichor stream for every 5 times Nubbies died in the game, essentially doubling the number of Ichor being spawned. And the Ichor, if we haven't noticed it yet, I think it's this, I mean, it's hard to see right now with everything going on, but kind of falls from the ceiling and then there's like a trail behind it. Crazy peg. This peg will multiply your total points by 1.5 when popped for the first time. All right, so we want to get a lot of points before we pop them. You know, or just do the thing that we've been doing the whole time. Our goal right now is 1.8 million. That's crazy. Rare croissant gives 1 croissant perk. When the highest number peg is popped, has X% chance to force trigger the item in slot number 3. For each remaining life, gain 25% odds. Sounds pretty cool. That would give me more snot, but I need something that gives me more points instead. Asbestos. Peg halved. 1 random peg gives plus 20 points. Increases by 20 for every time this item is triggered. So every time that Dancing Dino dino have something, asbestos will be triggered. And then there's another dancing dino. That is 30% chance to double, 30% chance to have instead of 20. Impress me. Go. We're just barely hitting our goal if we get the ×2 bonus by clearing the entire board. That is bad. That is bad news, bears. There we go. Special round, I got ×7, and now we have a peg worth 1.04 million. I like that. Can I get that doubled, maybe? I think the issue that we're having right now is the ichor and the snot are breaking all of my pegs before my Nubby even has a chance to bounce. So when Dancing Dino triggers on Nubby bounces, it's not triggering a lot, which means our asbestos won't be triggered a lot. Our build is cannibalizing itself. I think honestly we ought to get rid of the Dancing Dino and the asbestos and we go for something bigger and better. Cheese House, if you're on round 30 or higher, gain 3,000 points. I mean, 3,000 is not a lot, so I don't know what that's gonna really do. I need something here. Pass round goal, summon a sharp shot that will pop a random peg 10 times. Oddly, we are oddly circling the drain here with this build. You'd think that it would be amazing, but there's gotta be something that increases the amount of points that we could possibly get. It doesn't even matter where I shoot the peg. Because of our build, everything's gonna break anyways. Avocado. Gain 1% odds for rare items across all shops. Eat it. 1% is not a lot. We went from 5 to 6. Lobster Claw. Every 3 seconds, every item in your inventory gives points equal to a random number's peg. Random peg's number, I mean. No, we're not lasting 3 seconds. Lol. It literally doesn't even matter where I shoot it. The final boss? Tony? Tony shoots lasers from his eyes. If a peg is hit by a laser, its number will be reduced to 1. Well, that's not good. I need like literally every single number because I need to get every single number and then double it and then I will maybe hit my goal. Well, Tony just absolutely raked through the board. He just killed everything. Tony, you are shooting way too much. I have 3 lives left. I don't think we're gonna be able to do this, I gotta be honest. I'm getting the ×2 bonus for clearing the entire board, and Tony shoots way too many lasers. I don't think this is possible. There we go. There we go. We got it. We barely snuck through and we won. We beat the entire game. We scraped by. Let's go endless mode. We're in the universe. We're gonna definitely die like almost immediately here. Every single peg on the board, almost every single peg, even that doubled would not be enough. My last shot. Go. Yeah. Sun is exploding. Well, this has been Nubby's Number Factory. We did squeak out a win there. Clearly, we have a lot to learn about either increasing the pegs or increasing our score. There's got to be something more there that we just did not catch. It seemed like we had a broken build, but even with that, we, like I said, barely scraped by. Let me know your thoughts on this game in the comment section down below. I'll leave a link down there to check the game out for yourself. Absolutely wild. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.